Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to the channel. I want to talk to you today about safety while you're traveling, specifically in a hotel room. Now, I do a little bit of traveling for work. A lot of times I go up to Tennessee for about a week, and then I work from home the rest of the month, and then do a little bit of local stuff. But I stay in hotels pretty frequently, and so I want to go over some things that I do while I am out and about that, in my opinion, will keep you a little bit safer. This question had been posted to the Casual Prepper podcast, so shout out to these guys. And Amanda Olson had said, these are some really good tips. Maybe you should do a video about it. And I said, that's kind of a good idea. And so, thank you, Amanda Olson. Now, what would you do to be a little bit safer when you're traveling and staying in a hotel room? Everything is opened up now. We can do a little bit of traveling. What would you do to be a little bit safer? Okay, well, one thing would be as far as parking, and we won't do any kind of specific orders or anything like that. You can either park where you can see your vehicle. That is my vehicle right there, and I'm going to give you one reason why you would want to do this is because you can lock everything up, unlock it, set the alarm off if you needed to. Another ideal place to park, especially overnight, is find out what night shift person is working in the hotel counter. Find where they park. It's easy because there's probably only going to be one person parking in the front. That's usually where they park. Then park beside them. Now you have a free security guard because that person is going to watch their car very, very closely, and you're going to park right beside them. That will give you a little extra measure of protection if you're concerned about that. While we're on the vehicles, one thing you can also do every morning when you get out to go to your vehicle, you need to walk around it all the way completely. Check your tires. Also look for any kind of marks in the road grime or the dust that could signal or separate you out from other motorists. Now, why would that happen? Well, somebody could look at you as you come into the hotel and they say, that could be an easy target. And then they will walk up behind your vehicle, put an X on it with their fingers, or some people will even put a little red reflective decal on the back of it. A lot of gangs do this out in really large cities, like in the Houston area and stuff like that. So they would put a red or a blue sticker on it, just anywhere on the back, and that would let people know of their affiliation that this one is a low risk and is ripe for the picking. Somebody cut in front of you, stop real quick, and there you go. Somebody comes up behind you, and now you're boxed in. More to come, guys. Okay, guys, now we're back. One of the biggest things that you can do to be safe in your hotel room. Look at this. That helps. That's a deterrent. Someone should try to come in, they're going to make some noise. And that's what you want, because that would wake you up and make you aware. Here's another thing. When you come inside, lock your door. This right here, all you have to do is go onto Amazon and buy a reverse viewing scope, a little bitty thing, it's about this big, You put it up to it and it allows you to view inside the room. Now, how can you deter this? Well, that's easy. Get a wad of toilet paper, push it in right there. Leave something out so you can pull it out. Every time you go out this door, you open this up, pull it out, and you look out it. You put it back in. I'll show you in just a second. Now, here is a very important piece of information right here. This shows you that I am in room 210. And right outside my door is a fire extinguisher. The end of the hall, 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms down, I have an alarm and a fire extinguisher, and I have egress stairs. Another fire extinguisher here. Elevators, don't use them in a fire. Another alarm pole, another fire extinguisher, another set of steps. Now, interesting. Okay, well, let's show you this. When I travel, I never stay above a second floor window because I know from experience, if I had to, I can absolutely make something where I can climb down to my vehicle right there. And at most, even if you were, most commercial floors are 15 feet. So right now we're at 30 feet. So I can cobble something together if I had to get out. If there was a fire, if there was a really, really intense emergency, I would just climb out, hang down to the edge. I'm about 6.5, 7 feet with my arms extended. So 30 feet minus 7 would be 20-ish, depending. And I would risk a broken ankle to avoid being burned in a fire. A lot of other things. One thing you need to do is get to know, if you stay there frequently, like I do, you need to know who works at the hotel. AJ here, his mother and father live here in this hotel, and they own this hotel, and they have 2 or 3 suites that are combined. So AJ's parents and himself, they live here. I know them both. I talk to them. We swap seeds. We talk about, they have a little garden out back. We go out there and talk about gardens and planting and everything like that. It's really good to know. A couple of other people who come in and work and everything, I know them. It is easier for me because I stay in this one hotel and I have built and established a relationship. I know it's hard to do if you're traveling, staying overnight, but you find out if Maud is working the front desk that night and whatever, or Ricky or whomever, get to know them the short time that you're there. At least recognize, okay, that's Maud, that's Ricky, okay, that's good. That will go a long way to making yourself aware and secure. More to come. Okay, guys, now we're back. Now, one thing is the location. Do not stay in a nasty hotel to save a few bucks to wake up dead. Now, having said that, I will preface everything by saying there's deals and then there's not so good deals. Do not stay in a hotel where there are check cashing places or pawn for gold or any kind of places like that. Lower income, high risk areas, don't do it. Don't do it at all. It's not worth it. Stay at a nice, well-lit, secure hotel that has some amenities and draws in affluent people, because the owners will want you to be safe. They don't want to lose an income. I'm sure at some level they're concerned and worried about you, but they would rather not have bad press. There is that. If you are staying for an extended amount of time, know where your urgent care centers are. It's easy. Pop it up on a Google map and it'll show you, you know, XXX urgent care center 2.5 miles. In addition to that, you need to know where a decent regional, county, local hospital is, just in case. Just in case. Know it, and you don't ever have to worry about it again. These are some of the things that you just need to know and be aware of. Now, if you like to eat at a certain restaurant, okay, let's say, I don't know, if you like Hardee's, odds are you know where the Hardee's are. Well, doesn't it behoove you to know where a medical center is just in case something happens? More to come.